Speaking of Monday Night Raw, you know who else you might see on Monday Night Raw? Our
Who's
guy,
that?
Braun Breaker. This
I'm
man,
gonna stay away from him. I'm scared.
this man
No.
he is on an absolute tear right now. So ever since his call up a couple months ago, he's just been absolutely destroying jobbers, going out there, doing squash matches, just showing his dominance. And I've never been a big fan of squash matches, right? Especially for like a new roster member. Like, I understand what they're trying to do, trying to build him to be like this menacing monster, just not to be messed with type of guy. And they're doing a good job of it. But I wasn't like a fan of the process of getting there until this most recent episode of Monday Night Raw. So he had his typical squash match where he just absolutely destroys the guy. I don't even remember his name. That's very rude of me. But he just squashes him. Squash match, right? Done in 30 seconds. But it didn't stop there. So he is standing there and wondering, like, what gives him the right to be in the ring with me? So he just goes on. He's about to leave, and then he just spears him again. Just breaks him in half, right? This poor guy rolls out of the ring. Braun Breaker goes out of the ring. And I swear to you, at 30 miles an hour, Braun Breaker runs around the ring and spears him again. Just breaks this man in half. Braun Breaker, this is a topic or a discussion for another day, but Braun Breaker's probably got like the best spear of all time. It just looks so intense every time.
It's up there.
It's crazy.
It's
He's
definitely
so
crazy.
fast.
And the cherry on
dude.
top for that entire segment was when he put the guy's head on the stairs. I was like, oh no, grabs the chair. I'm like, no, please don't do it, Braun. Just fuck it. Bam! I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It was
like, that's how you
insane.
look that's how you make someone look menacing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He killed him.
I saw a
is
murder
dead.
on live television.
I don't know why we're
Yeah,
saying
it was
we need to go to the
insane.
hospital. Bruh, he just took
No, take him to the
head
morgue.
on the
He's
steel
done.
steps with a steel chair. He is dead. Or
He's
maybe in a vegetarian state. Like, he's done.
Yeah. Just immediately, as soon as I saw the head going, I was like, no, not again. Please don't do that again. Grabs the chair. No, Braun, he didn't do nothing wrong. He just came out for his match.
Oh my gosh.
He's here doing his
No,
job.
Braun,
He's
no.
doing his job.
That man has a family, damn it.
He's dead.
Zach's
killed
boy, Pat McAfee, was like talking about how Adam Pearce, like, he's a stooge for not putting him in
Bald
the
stooge. No,
like,
so
Pat, man.
the segment continued into backstage. So they loaded this guy up into the ambulance, and Adam Pearce sent the ambulance off. And when he turns around, Braun Breaker's standing there, and he was like, "What the hell? Like, what's that all about?" And this man's reasoning behind all of this anger is because he wasn't in the King of the Ring tournament. So, like, I know you can't really bring logic into the world of professional wrestling. I get it, but you gotta have a better, like, motivation to be doing something so vicious to this guy that did not deserve it.
It
You were just
reminds
told-
me so much of the anger issue thing that Randy Orton did back in the day.
Oh, like he had like that
it
mental
gives me
thing.
a lot of vibes of that. Yeah, where he's just straight up like, oh, I just snap sometimes. Like, I feel like they're kind of going towards that where he's like, it pissed me off. I'm just, you, what? No! Because you just whoop his ass.
In a scenario where it's Gunther versus Tama Tonga, Devin, what potential storylines could you see coming out of that one? Because I'm having a hard time connecting any dots there. I genuinely don't know where Gunther interacts with the bloodline. I'm not seeing much out of
Me
that.
either. I don't see it. I don't see Tama really in the finals. It just, to me, it doesn't make sense. Like, I like what they're doing because since he's a brand new wrestler he's on the main roster and everything. They're just getting, like I said, gotta get pushes with a lot of people. Just see how they're doing because a lot of people didn't really see Tama Tonga wrestle because he was in New Japan. So now they're getting like 4 straight weeks technically because of the PLE. but we're now seeing a little bit of Tama, and we're kind of okay. Real quick. I know we're gonna get off track here, but that man was what was he doing backstage?
Dude, that was the craziest thing. And did you see Drew McIntyre's tweet about that? He said, I thought we agreed to not feed him after 8 p.m. It's so funny. Drew McIntyre wins Twitter again. That
He did it again.
undefeated on Twitter.
Buddy was tweaking out.
Dude,
So
he sounded like he sounded like the kid from the Wild Thornberrys. The one who just like can't speak. He's just like
No, someone said he was that character from the Looney Tunes. Come on, that kind of goes crazy.
Tasmanian Devil.
yeah.
Yes. I was like, yo, the internet got
It was
chill.
wild.
What?
It was wild.
Who told him like, hey, listen, go in there, just make the craziest noises you can make. Speak, boy.
So, all right, that's enough of King and Queen of the Ring. Let's move on to the title matches that are on this card.
Let's go.
First up, we're going to talk about Becky Lynch, who is the champion, the women's world champion, versus Liv Morgan. This match has had an interesting build because Liv Morgan originally injured Rhea Ripley, which is the reason that she had to vacate the title in the first place. There was then, on the following Monday Night Raw, there was a battle royal for the title. Whoever won the battle royal would end up with the title, and Becky Lynch ended up winning that. So that match kind of continued the theme of like Liv Morgan is always this close, back-to-back Royal Rumbles. She was the last elimination chamber. She was the last one to be eliminated. The battle royal, I can't remember if she was the last, but she was definitely in the bottom, the last three. So like Liv Morgan is just always like this close. And I don't know about you guys, but I love Becky Lynch, right? I had her in my top 10 list last week. I love Becky Lynch, but I can look at it and say her mic work has become very one-dimensional. Like it's not what it used to be, right? So like she comes out here and she tried to get a hat over 2 times, right? You guys like the hat? The hat stays. Like what are we doing? So the build has not been great, right? I don't love what this build has been.
You like the hat?
Devin, you all right?
You like the hat? You like the hat?
Yeah, what are we doing? Like,
What are you going to talk about there? You like hats? What?
Yeah, like, I don't know. Whatever. Like, her mic
You
work.
like hats? I like hats.
Yeah, but her
Hats
mic
go
work.
on your head. Did you know that?
Gee, I wouldn't have
brother.
known. That's crazy, bro. Like,
Yeah, her mic work used to be like top tier in the women's division, and like it's gotten really stale. But I say all that to say, this past episode of Monday Night Raw, where Becky Lynch just absolutely went off on Liv Morgan, and she cut a very, very good promo. So
You like hats?
I do.
okay, so I'm gonna throw this hat at you at King and Queen in the ring. And it's gonna mess you up.
They call me
You
the
guys are
hat
stupid.
because I'm head and shoulders above everybody.
Listen, I'm trying to
I'm
make
going-
a good point here.
I'm going justice around your neck. And
I'm
I'm
the
gonna
hat
choke
of
you
the
out.
industry. I'm the hat of the industry. No cap. No cap.
No cap.
Don't mess
No
with
cap.
me in my hat.
No cap, Becky.
Oh, dude, imagine
my
if Liv Morgan
gosh.
takes that hat. She's like, "Oh, what we gonna do with this?" She starts ripping it, and this Becky starts twitching. Like,
No cap, Becky. No cap,
So-
Becky.
sorry, we're sorry.
Hold on.
We're sorry.
Hold on, let's get back on track here. Okay,
Okay, sorry.